Is Supra done for? That is the question that everybody right now is asking themselves, at least the ones that are deep into Supra. Well, what's up, guys? Crypto Audit King here. I hope you're having an amazing Tuesday. It is currently December 2nd, 7:14 in the morning, and I'm here creating a YouTube video for you guys. So it would mean the world that you click that subscribe button, clicking the like button, come on through and enjoy the content. One video every single day, especially whenever it comes to Supra and Caspa, Zen, Tinex, Monad. I do a bunch of stuff, man. Sometimes I might even upload more than one video a day. So if you enjoy that consistency, click that subscribe button, come on through. I would love to see some new members join up. So 2 zeros and a 1196. Yes, we did drop down pretty hefty. I'm about to show you a couple of things that I'm seeing. Honestly, this price looks very cheap. In the Telegram chat, those of you that have joined, I pretty much already let them know that the next target was 3 zeros and a 7. That's the one that I was looking at. We hit a low of 2 zeros and a 1 even. So very close to my target on Telegram that I mentioned, but I'm still thinking we could go down to around 3 zeros and a 7 to 3 zeros and a 9. That around that range. The first top range of my target pretty much hit. I mean, 2 zeros and a 1 is close enough to 3 zeros and a 9. But I still think 3 zeros and a 7 is very, very achievable. And I do not mind it. That's very cheap Supra in my eyes. Plus, I'm buying with free funds that I have made from stock market, meme coins, NFTs, liquidity pools, trading, swing trades on options on the stock market. All that stuff, I'm making free passive income as well, in which I'm creating that risk-free positions. So I'm taking them funds, putting it on over to Supra or Monad. It really depends, but that's what I'm doing, and that's why I'm not really worried about the price being at where it's at right now, especially if it drops even lower. That's even better for me. The DCA strategy is where to go. Looking at the 1 hour chart though, it looks really heavy because of the 1 hour looking so crazy, but I'm not even going to say if we're bullish or bearish on the 1 hour. There's no point in saying that just because, you know, it's such a short time period. It changes in 2 hours. 4 hour candlestick, that one's a lot better, a lot more of my style. So yes, we are still very bearish for the Supra overall on the 4 hour chart. It seems like, you know how I remember I kept telling you that the 1334 almost always acts as support and resistance on the 1334 as well. So we touched here, got rejected, and then the 13 kept getting touched and rejected here. Now, whenever you combine both of them, the 1334 and support levels, it's really difficult to either do a bounce or break through a resistance. It's very, very hard just because it's both combined into one. It makes it really tough. A great example is this right here. So you see the red zone, that was my critical support zone. Then you saw the 1334, you saw it act as a resistance. So it just kept bouncing up and down within the 1334. You see how it's like being squished? The wick, it's being touched. It touches the 34 multiple times. Not once did the bodies go above the 1334 here, like how we did it over here. You see how bullish it is? Not once did we have a candlestick on top of the 34. That would have let me know that the strong support zone, the red line, would have held, and it would have been a great position to get into. That's a signal that it would have been good to go. But because it was being bashed so much and it was just being compressed into a very small tight space right here, that's why we saw the price drop down below. So another reason is another thing to point out is that I circled this right here, a very critical support zone for Supra. So yeah, that's the 4 hour candlestick. A big one that I wanted to point out is that a video or two ago on Supra, I mentioned two parts. One was this support zone, right, that it needed to hold. Two, I told you specifically, you see this circle right here? I told you specifically that we could not have a candlestick below the red zone. If we did, we were going to go lower, 99% probability of that happening. So what happened? literally this candlestick right here, this one specifically, the one on November 29th, that one went below the red zone. You see this? You see how there's a little gap between the support zone and the candlestick? That means it closed below. The full body went under, and that's what caused us to go even lower as well. So the daily being closed under the support zone, the red line, with and followed by the 4 hours candlesticks being compressed so much, like I just showed you, into literally just, it was being squished, and the 1334 acting as a strong resistance, a resistance level in order for us to pop off a little bit. That it was just a perfect bad storm for Supra to drop, and it was obvious, but at the same time, it was like you needed to wait for a confirmation. Because I get what a lot of people are saying. I get you guys. I listen, I read y'all's comments. I saw some posts and replies saying that the 1334 lags behind, that it's not always reliable. I've said this multiple times. I'm gonna say it again. You're correct. The 1334 does in fact 100% lag behind. It does. The 1334 is only a confirmation. It's to confirm whether we're going to drop even lower, or that it is a bearish trend, or that we're going to pump, or we are in a bullish trend. It is only to confirm 100% the pattern. It's not to predict whether or not it's going to go up or down. In a way it is, but its main purpose is to inform me that it is a confirmation that the pattern exists, and to be careful, because once the pattern exists, that's where the real run-up is. It's like the real traders and the real technical analysis experts with better equipment, with a team and stuff like that, they wait for this, because safe traders wait for a confirmation and then they get the position, because there's a lot of fake outs out there that cause you to lose money. I'm a safe trader. I do that every single time now. I've been here for 10 years. I rely on it a lot. So yes, you can front run it. If it starts going up, you can front run it yourself and get in or sell. It depends on which scenario you're into. But really, I like to wait until the confirmation is there. Now that this is confirmed bearish here, then we can now look and see where the best case scenario is going to be at for a DCA, for an all-time low, for the bottom to kick in. So I want you to be aware of that, okay? That being said, 3 zeros and a 7 is my target right now in the very short-term period. Another thing I want to lastly mention is that Monad, I didn't know Monad and Supra had the same supply. I think that's where I saw it on Twitter. They both have 100 billion tokens. And whenever you compare speeds and tech and development and future developments and what each of them is bringing to the table, Supra has a lot more to offer. Much lower market cap, much lower token price, and Monad is at 10x the price. Or, what is it? Yeah, like 10x, 20x the price. I think Monad is at 2 cents. Maybe even 3 cents now. Oh, well, I have the price right here. Duh. I don't know why don't I just pull it up. So yeah, it's pretty much a 30x right now on Monad. And, that's just something to point out too. Like, whenever you compare apples to apples, which one's superior? I want to know where your decision is. I want to know your opinion. So let me know down in the comment section below. Would you prefer Supra or Monad? I like to diversify my portfolio. It's much better for me. Even if one tech is a lot better than the other, or faster, or more stronger community, so on and so forth, I still like to diversify, man. You may never know what's going to happen. Because, trust me, I've been in crypto for so long, this always happens. And I know it's happened to you a few times as well. You have 2 tokens, right? Or 3 or 4, however amount. And you only invest into the one and only put into one out of the 4. All 3 can pump like crazy, and the one token that you are holding doesn't do anything. It dumps, it exit scams, it has hacks. Trust me, I know what you're thinking right now, and I know what you've been through, because I've been through it. There can be 20 altcoins, and the one crypto that you get into is the one that doesn't do absolutely anything. That's why you gotta diversify and move your funds around. Don't be stubborn. Don't be greedy. Don't have that greed as well. Don't be stubborn, man. Always, as much as you love your a specific crypto, always move funds around. Always diversify. Know what you're doing. Have 10% here, 20% there, 30% here. So that way you are good all around. So all it takes is just one to do really good, and it compensates for all the rest that are down. So I just want to give you a little tip. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be seeing you tomorrow in the next YouTube video. Take it easy. I'm out. Peace.